What's up guys, Tevy here back again with another episode of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Let's go ahead and take on Ruination, which, this was a level. So this one in particularly is the one that stands out to me the most. At least one of the two that stand out to me the most out of all the levels in this game. Just because how much I had to do it. Not like this is really a hard level, it's really difficult for me to judge the draw distance based on their perspective when we have to traverse through the level in this particular view, because it's hard for me to like really ascertain just how far I need to jump sometimes to actually make over it, and sometimes I overshoot it, sometimes I undershoot it, and that's irritating just because I have bad eyes. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard for me to see sometimes, so it's like when I'm jumping, every jump I take is a mini heart attack because I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. So as soon as I get comfortable with the level, it's like, alright, here it goes. And here goes the section I mentioned before, back when we were taking on like Road to Ruin, how it had a similar setup when it came to like those boxes, and how when you do it this time, in this one, it's going to be all nitro boxes that appear. Since we don't have the green color gem yet, we can't take on the path that will lead us over to a clear gem for us to get, but that's neither here or there. We don't have to worry about that because we'll get it at the end of the playthrough. But I will take on the bonus stage for this one just because it is pretty cool in terms of its setup at least. Like, at first when I was doing this, I was so curious of how I was going to get up here until, like, you know, you destroyed that box, but then I was like, what do I need to do now? So this is a good spinning crouch jump all the way to the very top. And you want to do the same thing with like all of these boxes, and surprisingly, you can like easily get over a height of 4 boxes worth as long as you time it correctly. So once you do all that and make it through here, it's going to be pretty much cake from here on out. So of course, always remember to destroy these reinforced boxes with a jumping slam, and we're going to wait here for these bottom ones to blow up first, and then I'll go ahead and take these ones out. Because a big chunk of these boxes actually exist here. So actually, yeah, no, we can still get the 100, or I'm sorry, not the 100, by breaking all of the crates in this particular level without doing the death route, because the death route in this one, why I say the death route? I'm sorry, the green gem route doesn't actually have any boxes in it for us to break. It only leads us to the second clear gem, so we'll still be able to get the first gem for this one, just can't get the second one without the color gem, so that's fine. And we're at 61, so yeah, we should definitely be able to get the clear gem in this one, to my recollection, if I'm remembering it correctly. Another aspect of this level that sticks out to me, again, that we're actually about to come across is, I believe it's further down this path. There's going to be a section where we're going to be going from left to right, and there's going to be spinning platforms that's on. In fact, I did bring this up in the Crash Bandicoot one, because these are going to be like little individual spinners that's like rotating around in kind of a mini circle while they're spinning around. And you'll see when I come over here. It's really like annoying. There it is, right there. The way that they're spinning at an angle, that's so frustrating because you have to literally jump on it once it's at a specific spot, otherwise you'll overshoot it. And even when you're on it, you have to keep on moving yourself, because if you don't, you'll actually slide off because it's slanted. And I really do not like that. That's nerve-wracking. Like, it adds a difficulty, but it's annoying. But I still love this game the most, even out of like all the other Crash games, like even including 4, even though it has Coco being more prevalent than she is in these games. But in terms of like gameplay wise, like this part kills me, just having to keep on inching up so I don't fall off and die, because that's frustrating. That's neither here or there. Let's go ahead and collect this crystal. And I don't need to hit that box, but I'm going to anyway because I am OCD and I need to break everything that's in my path. I think I have a problem after playing this game. Oh god, here goes a freaking Donkey Kong enemies that are throwing shit. I don't like them because every 2 steps you need to crouch jump over it, because that's the little pattern I had to get into while I was traversing these areas with how many times I had to kill them. And how many times they killed me. So depressing, but you know what? I got all the boxes, I'm taking this gem, and I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm never coming back here. I do not like Ruination, and I do not like its Sam-I-Am. Oh my god, calm down. Now that that's a mini rant, if you can even call it a rant, it's more like a mad gab, is over, that's one less gem that we need to collect later on, that I still had to get anyway. And we can go ahead and do Behaving, which is where you're going to get the last colored gem for this game. Yep, for this game, because this one only has 5, not 6, thankfully. I don't know why they did 6 in the first game, and then just tone it down to 5 from there on out. Oh my god, I did not need to take that hit unnecessarily. But thankfully there's another Akumas like right here, so it's fine. Not a big deal breaker. And of course, like I said before, always slide into those enemies, don't spin into them, because they can still kill you even if you are underground. And notice how the bees stopped chasing us once we got through the big gap. But like I said too, you can still destroy them if you're in an underground way like here. In fact, sometimes when they are chasing after you, if you are spinning while you're underground, your feet will pop up and you can actually still kill them that way. And I don't know why I neglected to do my spin there, but I guess I was just late in registering everything. So sometimes what I like to do on this particular field is I will wait until I get all these boxes, come up, and then go back into the ground just so I can lure the bees out, and then spin them in so they can hit these boxes so I can make a safer pathway for me to go. So just like that, how I spin them around. Sometimes they go forward, sometimes they go backwards. I mainly want them to hit that long line just so I can be sure I'll be safe. There we go. Now it's gone, so it's a clear pathway for me, even though it doesn't matter now because I'm over it. And of course the Tiki monsters come back again. They move in a set pattern, and you have to make sure that you don't get hit. Oh, you also get a trophy by dying this way with Crash, like getting stung by the bees. You get the Buzz Off trophy. There's another one that you can get too by letting the plants in the hanging 8 level, you know, like the ones that chomp at you and eat you. There's a trophy you get for dying on that one too. It's just called Feed Me. Reminds me of Ryback back when he was on the WWE. But, oh no, I'm not going to get into WWE while I'm on this one. We're playing Crash Bandicoot, not that. So let's stay on topic here, Tev. So I mean, like I said, these guys, they move a little bit faster in this level, but they are in a pretty much set pattern where to go, and I was lucky enough to make my jumping on that one and was able to reach that checkpoint. So slide and then do my spin, because otherwise if I just did my spin right away, I would have gone straight into the ground and that guy would have tombstoned me. I'm still thinking of WWE now, just by saying that. Anyway, the clever deception that I mentioned is you can actually jump on those crates over there. Those aren't real nitro crates, those are fake. Real nitro crates hop around, they don't stand completely still, while those ones are. So if you just hop on the very top of that, it'll lead you to the secret exit so you can get the last and final warp room. I'm sorry, no, not the final warp room. That one will take you to where the colored gem is. That'll take you to the final colored gem for the game in there. And I should have waited, because as soon as they started coming out, I shouldn't have moved forward. I should have just waited. So that was my fault, because I was being impatient. But let's go ahead and try it again once this plant shoots its gastral acids at us. And we'll get through here quickly and effectively as we can. Thankfully we have Aku to shield us, but can't be complacent. We have to keep on moving. Otherwise, we're going to get attacked. And got a checkpoint, so that's good. I'll ignore that bonus level because I don't feel like doing it right now. And I'm so surprised I was able to dodge that first hit, but I was still shaken that the fact I avoided it, that I didn't really get my jump off properly, so I died. But that's neither here or there. I got the crystal now, so let's go ahead and continue onwards. And thankfully he got hit by the spinning just in time. Sometimes that doesn't always go through, so that's why I said sliding tends to be the best option for you, and then going into the spin. Because you want to keep him the first and foremost threat, and then the bees afterwards. But now we're at the end of the level. Go ahead and blow up these crates, and let's go ahead and move on with this level. And of course I missed 10 boxes, which is all from the bonus level, so that's fine. Not a big loss on my part. It's something we can easily get later on in the story. Or later on at the end of it, once we're done with the story, I should say. So go ahead and cough that up, Crash. I don't know why he always coughs up gems and crystals. That's unhealthy.
Crash, I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Brio, the inventor of the Evolvo Ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination, and he's at it again. He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard, Crash. Deliver the crystals to Engine.
So as you can see, he's starting to throw, like, Embryo under the bus, but let's go ahead and confront Engine, who has the biggest health bar in this game.
Like Dr. Cortex said, give the 20 crystals you collected to me!
So he wants us to give him the crystals, yet he's going to attack us with a giant robot. So in this level, our spinning ability is switched out for us throwing Wumpa Fruit, which is going to be the only way for us to hurt him when he reveals the weak spot for his mech, which are going to be glowing yellow. So just throw the Wumpa Fruit into it and just keep doing it until it's about to explode. When he does this laser ability, you want to slide under it closer towards the end so you can like kind of do like a limbo type of thing underneath it to avoid it. And I just constantly keep hitting the square button and just spam be throwing all these everywhere. Just because this does take a while for this boss fight to go through, just because of how timing based it is in terms of when he actually opens up for an attack and how well you land your attacks with the Wumpa Fruit. So of course, as you can see, he's lost one laser arm now, so now he'll only be doing it with his other one, and then once that's gone, he'll switch to a new method of attacking us, which we're going to have to get used to in just a second once these fruits comes out. And I was too close to the edge of that one, so I should have just like waited a little bit and just gone backwards and then slid under it. So no big deal, we'll just start again. We weren't that deep into it. Thankfully this boss didn't take me that long to do. It was like only that first one is when I died for real, and then I had to do this again. I got it. So this one's not going to take too long. We're going to have to repeat doing that again. So let's just go ahead and take out this arm again. And honestly, I don't know where Engine came from though. I believe like he was I should have read up a bit more about him before I actually did the commentary for this one, but as far as I know, I believe he's just, another type of aspiring mad scientist, much how like Embryo was back in the first game, and he's trying to learn from Cortex so he can, be a mad scientist of his own. And he's really been the more iconic lackey to Cortex, that at least to me, in my opinion, because like I said, I never grew up with a Crash Bandicoot game, so my first instance of them were like during like various like pop media things, or like seeing game covers of them and whatnot. And whenever I saw Cortex, I would always see Engine with him, and that was my first instance to him. So when I first saw Embryo, I was like, oh, who's this guy supposed to be? Like, little did I know, he was like the first evil aide to Dr. Cortex. But either way, now that we're in this section of the boss fight, you'll start using the shoulders on his mech to send out missiles, and we just want to avoid when they shoot out the reticles from left to right that you'll clearly see displayed on the floor, and just throw the Wumpa Fruit into the openings on them until we cause them to explode, since the lasers are no-go. And once we get rid of both of those shoulder pads, then we'll move on to the last phase to get the last hit. So thankfully when he's doing that move, that's particularly a good one to use the Wumpa Fruit on. So there's the left shoulder gone, now we need to go ahead and get rid of the right. Or I guess in this case it will be like his left shoulder that's gone, it's the right one we need to get rid of. So now he's doing that, and we want to jump over the missiles as they're coming from the left or right. He'll only do it once though, per thing. So he'll still you know, shoot it like that. They'll only do the barrage when he has 2 shoulders. Oh, left. Well, he has 2 shoulders. I mean, that is right. He does technically only have 1 shoulder left, on the robot at least. And we should go ahead and get rid of that now. So now that that's taken care of, there's only one method of attack he has left to deal with us, and that's going to be attacking from the center console of the robot. And we just want to throw Wumpa Fruit into that center part where that is, but you don't want to stick around too long because he's able to send out a ray shot that's able to cause the ground to fall into it. But he'll only ever do 2 at one time. He won't do all 3 because that wouldn't be fair. So as soon as he pops up to it, you're able to get like 1 or 2 good hits in before it starts to actually get rid of the ground and actually, like, you know, kill you. So a few good more shots, yeah, only the 1, and that was able to finish off Engine and move on to the final area of the game so we can take on the last few challenges. So that wasn't too bad. And like I said, he had the highest health bar out of any of the other bosses in this game, so not even Cortex is going to be that hard to beat. But with that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Let's go ahead and go up to our final section so we can see what we're working with now. So we're pretty much on this space station now.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
And we're going to go ahead and end off the video here. So I'll see you guys in the next time. So take care, everyone.